Kind of looks interesting to me for whatever reason. Okay, so now let's come back up to here, and we're going to draw the feature that is where the pickup is at. Not that we need it, but hey, like I said, we're having fun, we're learning, we're doing something, so let's continue on. And this thing is 12.7, so it's a 1/2 inch in diameter. I got something on my screen. Oh no, that's something on the model. Oh, that's what's going on. Alright, so let's go to sketch. Sketch. Boy, this is another long video. I probably shouldn't have done it that. Let's take this off the coincident, off the edge, until we know for sure what's what. Because this actually does not stick out very far. It sticks out like this. Maybe a little bit further, but not by a whole bunch. But we will set that to vertical. And so that we can actually set a dimension on here. I know I'm kind of bouncing around, but I'm thinking how I'm building the part while I'm building the part. Because I don't have this already done. I'm just working my way through. So at the vertical. Alright. We're going to set this to 12.7. It's already pretty close. 12.7. And if we look, it goes above the copper here by probably, I don't know, can we get a measurement of that? Let's see if we can. We could. Got 1.35 millimeters, so let's do that. Hey, that sounds great. So let's zoom in. We know this is our copper surface right here. So let's bring this up. Oh, let's grab this from here and bring up. There we go. And let's go. Seeing that we are not going to be able to do it that way like I was thinking, we're going to do it this way. So we set our point here, and we say 1.35. This are all vertical. There, we are locked in. Alright, so this thing is going to stick up. Well, from this surface here to that surface there, we've got 8.65 in one direction, because I'm on the top side of this surface here, so we're going that direction. So let's do this a double extrude. So let's change this. Well, what's on the top side? Let's take a look here. We have .2 in that direction. The other direction, come on, 8.65 that direction. And we are golden. Alright, so we also have, we're not going to add this other stuff in for the brush itself and the pickup or the two rivets. So we'll just call that good for right now. And then now we're going to work on the top part here of where the It's actually on the opposite side of this. Oh, let's turn off. Oh, it must have just turned it on by me selecting it. Alright, so let's get back to this surface. And we will say we're going to sketch a rectangle. It is on this edge and comes out. Let's get a measurement and find out how far it comes out. Comes out to 93.6. Let's get that and go there. So we go here. 93.6. And what is its width? Its width is 50.85. We also know that it is centered on this top edge. So we can do this. We will come in, put a center point, and then we will just drag this until it highlights. And there we got it centered. Now, let's adjust this width, and that was 50.85. Okay, we also have some small radiuses on these corners. Let's see, what do they come out to be about? We'll call it 4.75. How about, no, actually, let's go 4.8. So, 4.8. Now, let's grab, it's going to give us a notification that, hey, we're adjusting the center on this. See? But we're going to be adding this here, which will then keep it in center. And then let's click this guy, and we're golden. And let's grab this right here, is 3.5 millimeters thick. Let's get out of that feature. We're going to extrude 3.5, and looks about right. Now, in the back of this, as part of the structure that is putting all of this together, there's more bits and parts and pieces in here, which has a support bracket that will support this at this end. Here again, I'm not overly concerned about that at this point, because there again, I'm not building this part. I'm just using this part in a design. If it was that I was building this, then obviously all the rivets, all the screw holes, everything would be there. So now let's put some fake screws on here. Let's just go ahead and draw a couple of circles, and we're going to use this radius to give us a point. Not that it matters for us for what it is that we're doing, but it gives us a place to lock it down, and I don't have to worry about it. So we will make these equal, and we will 6.65. Get back on the right screen. 6.65. All right. And here again, just being kind of a nut about it. 3 millimeters tall. That includes the washer. So we will extrude this 3. Okay, there's that. Now Now we have our mounting posts that we will add in. And we have 3 across the back and 2 across the closer to the front. So let's just get some rough information here. 6.45 wide by we'll call it 18.85. All right, so let's just get some rough sketches in here and then we will tweak them. So we got one going this way, we got one going this way, then we have 3 that are going vertical. And we do know that just by way things are usually symmetrical. So we will tie all of these. Oops, we don't want that point. We want the line segment. Let's go back and try this again. 1, 2, 3. We're going to make that collinear. And we're going to make these collinear also. Alright. Now these 2 lines here are going to be collinear. Same thing with these 2 lines. Collinear. Alright. So 18.85. 85, and here 18.85, and then we'll take these 18.85. all right, so let's move this back this way a little bit, and let's move this way a little bit. We know that this one here is going to be centered, so we will tie that to there, set that to vertical. Alright, now let's get a measurement from in between each. We got 11.2. So I know this will adjust this in a minute. 11.2. Like I said, right now we're just sketching. We will start locking everything in a moment. 2. Alright, this again was how wide? 6.45. Oh, we already have that on. 6.45. .45. 6.45 and darn it. Let's zoom in here so we can see. Let's actually pull this out some while we're working at it. .45. All right, from the edge to the edge of that, we are at We got 6.3 from this edge to this edge. This probably should be 6.35. So we'll call that there. Now, from here to here, we have 32.65. Good enough. Like I said, we want it to look close, but we don't need it to be spot on. So 32.65. And the distance between these two here are 8.4. So what we are going to do to make sure these stay centered, let's use some construction geometry. See, I don't have to measure anything. Just come in here and let the tool do what the tool does. It processes math. Let it do it. We want that coincident on there. Now, we take this line segment and do 8.4, and look at there, it adjusts it to where it needs to be. All right, these things on here are 7.8. All right, 7.8. All right, so there we have that. Now, let's actually go back and measure what the height is of this particular part, or the thickness of it. That's what we'll do. We'll measure the thickness of it here, and we'll call it 1.65. All right. So we are going to do some sketching on the side. I really wish it wouldn't do that. All right, so .65, and let's set this 1.65. Now we will use this to cut through all, and then that gives us all of them in that row at the same height and everything. Now let's come in here and do the same thing, but in this direction. Let's do a sketch, and these posts are to the inside. Oops. Sounds like we got us a fighter jet flying overhead. We have a lot of military in Texas. Air Force, Army, Marines, Navy. All right, now let's tie this to to this, make that collinear. Now, see what we got going on here. We're drawing on that surface. We can't do a through all because we will blow through the top of these. So what we will do is up to next. Or you could go and put the, or actually up, not up to next, but up to a surface. We're going to go to that surface just to have that done there.